Okay, what I'm going to do today is make a ring out of this Year of the Dragon 999 fine silver round. And I'm going to be making this one for myself this time because my Chinese sign is dragon. So I'm going to make myself a Year of the Dragon ring. Let you guys watch. All right, so let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is anneal the coin. That will soften it up, make it a little easier to work with. I'm going to do that with my torch. It takes a little while to get this heated up because it's such a pretty big hunk of silver. That'll do it. Now I'll take it and just dunk it in some water. All right. Dry it off and then we'll get started. All right, so now what I'm going to do is punch a hole in this thing. I'm going to use this self-centering punch to make the hole. I'm going to make a 5/8 inch hole, so I'll put my 5/8 inch die in there, and I'll put a couple pieces of paper towel over that pedestal. Now lay the ring in there. And when I tighten this cap down, it's going to center that coin. And theoretically, we'll get us a nice centered hole. So I'm going to use this hydraulic press to punch the hole. All right. I usually use, or used to use, a brass hammer to pound it through, but that makes an awful lot of noise, and this is much easier. So now I need to knock the coin off the punch. I'll do that with my leather hammer. Hold on a second. Change the view here. Don't want you guys to miss anything. All right. So we'll put this away now. Oh, by the way, I'm Mark from SouthWind CoinRings. Here's the center that we just punched out of that. So the next thing we're going to do is clean this edge up here, because when the punch goes through, it leaves kind of a sharp, ragged edge on there. And when I start stretching the coin later, those little bitty cracks will turn into tears and split. So I'm going to take this deburring tool, just clean that edge up real good. Just cut down into solid metal. Get down below all those cracks and sharp edges. Okay. That feels good. All right, so I'll put this away for the time being. Now I need to turn it into a ring shape. So we're going to go over here to the press, arbor press. It's a 2-ton arbor press. And I'm going to use this dapping block to start what we call folding the coin into a ring. So I want the dragon to be on the outside of the ring, so it's going to go down like this in that dapping block. Then I'll take one of these Delrin balls. It's a hard plastic. And I'll just press that down like so. Now we have beginnings of our ring shape. Okay, so next I need to change from the dapping block to what we call a reduction die. And we'll continue the folding process with this. Get the right one. This is it. No, that's not it. It's the first one. It's almost not. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go one size larger just for the initial press. I need to reduce this just a little bit. But I gotta be careful because on this die, I can push that coin right through it and it will screw up the edges. I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna have to be super careful here. As a matter of fact, just want to check this one more time. Yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna press this down a little bit. I don't know why it won't go in that other die. Make sure it's in there nice and level. Just give it a little bit of a press. Try it again. And a smaller one. Because it's just about ready to go through that one. Huh. That's weird. This just looks like it's too small. Do I want to press? I want to risk it in this one again. Yeah, we'll go ahead and press it a little bit further. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask. Okay, here we go. Carefully, carefully, carefully. There we go. All right, I'm going to switch over to this composite now. Make sure it's going down straight. If I mess it up here at this point, you're going to have to do some extra work later on to recover. There, that's pretty good, I think. Okay, that's as far as she's gonna go. Okay, so now we're a little bit closer to our ring shape, but not quite there yet. So we're gonna stay on the arbor press here, but we're gonna switch over to a different kind of die. I forgot to mention, I want this to be a 9.5. That's my ring size, so let's see where we are. We are at 12.25, so I don't need to do any stretching. I'll just go directly to the Swedish wrap. What the Swedish wrap's going to do is reduce the size, and it's going to straighten this wall up. So I'm going to wrap it in this plumber's tape. Works quite well for this. Give it about 12 wraps. It's kind of hard to do when it's in this shape. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I just changed my setup here today. This is the first ring I've made since I changed everything around, so if I seem lost, maybe I am from time to time. All right, so now I'll just use the ram to kind of push that down in there, nice and level. Then I'm going to use this pusher here to go ahead and start pushing it down. And I'll be checking this frequently to make sure that everything's going well, because there's a whole lot of force applied to the outside of the ring in this die, because it's a very shallow angle. So I've got to make sure that I don't let the detail come popping through that tape. Or it'll start mashing up the detail. Doesn't really matter too much on the rim, because all it really does on the rim is just kind of polishes it. It's down in here that I don't want to see any of the detail coming through the tape. So we'll go down a little bit more. Wow, we got 2,000 likes already. Thank you guys, appreciate it. And thanks for the follow, Dario. Feels like the coin needs to be annealed again. I must not have annealed it very good the first time. I thought when I put it in the water, it didn't sizzle as much as I thought it would. So let's take it back over there and anneal it again. This is one of the things that moved on to a different location. There we go. That used to be this used to be on the other side of the table. I could kind of see it starting to turn red there, so. All right, so let's go back over here. Thanks for the follow, user 4564 650 106 444. You can't see what I'm doing. Oh, I must have got it fixed. You said thanks, so. All right, so let's wrap this guy up again. Okay, there's 12 wraps. Looks like I could adjust this a little bit better, maybe. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's much better now. Wouldn't map gas get it hotter? It might, but a propane torch works good. We don't want to melt it, so. Okay, everything's looking good. You can kind of see Year of the Dragon starting to appear there. So, but the tape is starting to harden too, that dark blue. So let's kind of see where we are on size. Okay, we're still at 13, so to get my size 9.5, I actually need to reduce it down to about 8.5 because this, the other side is reed, you know, it comes out on this side too. And I need to cut that out so that the ring fits and wears better. So you always go down below your target size. The wall's starting to straighten up now, so once that wall starts getting straight, the reduction will start happening quite a bit faster. So I would guess we're still about 11.25. So let's go ahead and it's getting close to coming out the other end, so I'm gonna put this guy on there. And I think, do I need to add more tape? No, I don't think so. I think it's good. Get this level up good. I feel it starting to come through. Need to change to another pusher though, because that one's gone about as far as it wants to go. Okay, here we go. It's going to pop out through there. It should be about size 10, I think, when it comes through. Here we go. Just gave birth to a new coin ring. Now we can get a good measurement on it. And we are at 10. Hey, I was right. Size 10 when it came out the bottom. But we need to keep going, so I'm going to wrap up some more tape around that rim and change to a different die. Let's get this tape on there first. About 6 wraps, I think. All right, so I'm going to change to a next smaller die. This is our 50-cent die, actually. And I'm going to go down a little bit further, read up, and then I'll turn the read down when I get a little closer to my final size. Go ahead and hit that follow, guys. I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers, so I don't have to worry about my TikTok. Right now, I don't have a follower requirement because I've got a TikTok shop. But if I, for some reason, don't have a TikTok shop anymore, I need 1,000 followers to be able to go live. Okay. Almost feels like it needs to be annealed again. I'll turn it over. Now we'll go with the reed side down. Yeah, Leathersmith, I have a oxyacetylene torch I could use if I needed more heat, but really, you know, the propane pretty much takes care of it. All right, now we've got a pretty nice straight wall. Let's see what size it is. If it's down to like 8.999 or so, it's 8 3/4. Okay, we can start cutting now. So we're done with the Swedish wrap. Actually went down just slightly further than I wanted, but it's okay. This tape can kind of be a pain to get off sometimes. Okay. What did I say that was? 8 3/4. I want 9.5. Yeah, that's right. That's good. It's about where I need to be. So, if I can find my burring tool, there it is. Now I got a different tool now too. This is good for holding the ring while you're cutting that rim out of there. How big is your press? This one, well, the arbor press I was using is a 2-ton, and this other one, that's a 6-ton. I just got that. That 6 tons, brand new. All right, so now if I can do this without slicing my finger. I cut my finger the other day on live and couldn't get it to stop bleeding. But the show must go on, so I didn't stop. Nine and a quarter, so go about another quarter size and then I'll see how it fits. Well, that probably is enough, I think. Hey, Uncle Tom. Okay, that's just under 9.5. Let's see how it fits. Since I'm making this for myself, ooh, it's actually a little loose, but that'll probably be all right. I'll roll these edges over just a hair. Now bring the size down and give it a little bit better shape. So that's what I'll do next. I'll go back over to the arbor press to do that. We'll use a 17 degree. That's too big. Okay, probably this one. Yeah, this should be it. No, that's not it either. Okay, which one is going to work? Oh, that's weird. Should be this one. There we go. All right, so I'm just going to press this just a slight little bit. Now just kind of roll that edge over. And in doing so, we'll reduce the size. I'll do it on this side now. Thanks for the follow, Cody. What's the tool called that holds the... this one? This one, the guy calls this a deburring tool. I don't know why. It's a holder. This is actually the deburring tool, but anyway, that's what he calls it. It's on Etsy. You can get that. Oh, that's looking nice now. I like that look. I think I'll go just a touch more. Okay. Doesn't take much. Yeah, I like the look of this now. Oh yeah, that's pretty. That's about as perfect a shape as you can get, in my opinion anyway. Okay, I think I can live with that, since this is for me. All right, so now we can start polishing it. If I can figure out how to get the camera adjusted. Yeah, like I mentioned, this is all new setup here. I don't have it perfected quite yet. I just changed everything around this afternoon, right before I went live. Okay, here it is. So I start doing the polishing with this steel wool. It's a 4/0 steel wool. Can't really see my camera from this angle, so I'm trying to make sure I keep in the field of view. Let me move my iPad over here where I can see it. There we go. Now I can see what I'm doing. Thanks, Johnny. Gotta make sure I don't drop it. This fine silver kind of is relatively soft. If you drop it, you come out with a ding or a dent. Whoa, shit. All right. Find my magnet here that steel wool kind of disintegrates. And these steel wool dust all over the place. So I've got a magnet here to pick it up. Okay, so now I'll take this fingernail buffing block and this will shine it up real nice. It's a silver round, yeah. It's a Year of the Dragon silver round, 1 ounce. Oh yeah, this is gonna be nice. Try to keep it from squeaking. I think I'm going to patina this. So I'm going to step over here, steam clean it real quick. Unfortunately, I can't keep all my stuff together. Got a little bit here, a little bit there. Okay, we'll mix up some mineral sulfur. Stinky stuff. This stuff smells really bad. Just put about 3 drops in there. A little more. Phew. Nasty. Okay, so I'm going to heat the coin up. For best results, that water should be just under boiling, but we'll cheat and heat the ring up. Well, we're not quite done there. Eat dirt. Now, just keep that lid on there for a minute. Okay, so now the next step is to lightly sand the highlights. This will help the highlights to stand out. Some of that dark in the background. Stuff for sale on my website. It's SouthWind.com. Like I mentioned, I'm doing some special prices on these that I've made for photographs. If anybody's interested in a coin ring. Oh, that's looking nice. Goes up real good now. Okay, let's get this one on there again. I like that one. The Navy's not bad, but I think the Army one's better. That's about it. You're the dragon. That's mine. Thank you so much for stopping by and supporting me. I appreciate it. See ya.